Today I want to show you how I went from minimum wage to multi seven figures per year in Google Dropshipping. I'm gonna share everything for free, guys. I'm not gonna sell you anything. Don't worry, it's all gonna be for free. I'll show you here. I was making around 13 euros per hour, which is minimum wage in the Netherlands. I was working around 16 to 20 hours per week next to my full-time study. 2 years later, I've done well over multiple seven figures in Google Dropshipping. And how did I get to this point? Well, my life was very normal a few years ago, guys. I was studying business administration, I was working part-time, and I was trying to build something online in the evenings. I wouldn't say I was broke, because I'm not gonna give you guys a sob story like, hey, I come from nothing, I was very broke, I didn't have anything. It's not like that. I just wanted more money. I watched YouTube videos, I tried free information, I jumped between strategies. I did it all, but I would say I lacked a lot of structure. So how did I go from working minimum wage towards flying first class to Dubai in 2 years? Well, what did I do? I made a 9,000 euro decision. So at some point, I made a very big decision that felt very uncomfortable. I invested around 9k into a mentorship. That was not all the money I had back then, most of the money I had, but I realized something very important, that staying stuck in the same place was gonna cost me way more than not investing and trying and taking the risk. So inside that mentorship, I made my first real profit in dropshipping, but what it learned me more is that it is really possible. I got a lot of connections out of it. So after about 3 months into Facebook dropshipping, I pivoted into Google, and that's when things really started to scale. This was my mentor, by the way, guys. I think most of you guys know him. This is Samuel. When everything changed, well, that's with Google. Things became different, revenue became more consistent, systems started to matter. Over time, that turned into stores doing millions per year in revenue. Well, it was not fast, it was not easy, but I would say it was very consistent and predictable. Of course, I had ups and downs still, but I would say majority time of the year I was doing steady in revenue. But what I want to give you guys is that business today is completely glorified. You see gurus online telling you that you can get rich overnight, that one product will change your life, that you're one product away from freedom. It's not how real business works, guys. Business can take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, maybe even two to actually work. But are you willing to put in the time? That's what really matters. Because if you have the right knowledge, if you have enough money, and if you are willing to put in the time, then you're never going to lose because you're consistently improving. So if you put in the hours, you will always make it, guys. I'm 100% sure of that. So over the years, I didn't just build my own business. I also helped other people with e-commerce as well. Different backgrounds, different starting points, and the pattern was always the same. People who stayed and learned and executed, they are the winners, not the people who had quit. So here you have some people that I have helped with. $1 million a month. That was last December. Here you have another student of mine, 165k in the month December, which with over 30k in net profit. We also have here someone with his first 50k day, older student of mine, 4k day, 5 ROAS. The list goes on and on. But why am I helping? So recently I have been traveling a lot, especially through third world countries, also to first world countries, but I've been to Vietnam, Thailand, different countries like that. And it really changed my perspective because I kept thinking like I'm really privileged that I was able to make a 9k investment into a mentorship without taking too much risk. I was still living back home. I could just invest that money, and it took me maybe 2-3 months to save that up. But for some people, that's not a decision. It's years of saving. They earn maybe 3-4 euros per hour. It's gonna take like a year to save for only 9k. It didn't sit really right with me, and that's why I decided to do things differently than other people. I create free value-based YouTube videos and a free Discord community. This is what I want to give back to the community. So anyone who is serious and wants to learn how Google Dropshipping actually works without fake promises, without hype or anything. I'm not trying to sell you anything, just structure. But I need to be very honest with you. Free education does not mean you don't need money. You need cash to start with dropshipping. It's one of the most important things next to knowledge. If you don't have any money, you will never be able to make it. I have seen it from time to time again. People in my DMs saying, hey, I want to start with dropshipping. I have 500 euros. I have 200 euros. Guys, it's not enough. You need at least 1.5 to 2k to even think about doing any business in e-commerce. That's already little cash flow, I would say. Next to that, you need at least 400, 500 euros coming in every month that you can reinvest back into the business. You will make mistakes, guys. So all the mistakes that you make, you need to be able to put a few €100 every month to make mistakes. You can't spawn a business out of nowhere and expect it to do great. It takes time, it takes knowledge, it takes effort. So if you don't have this yet, I would suggest that you do not start with e-commerce yet. What you should do is try to get your hourly rate up from wherever you're watching. If you're from the Philippines, if you're from Vietnam, wherever you are, I think everyone can make his first money online, but it doesn't have to be in e-commerce. You can work for e-commerce people and earn an hourly wage of maybe $5-6 per hour. In that sense, if you work hard enough next to your full-time job, for example, you will be able to save up €500 every month. I'm 100% sure of it. So what am I going to teach you and what am I going to do? So I'll create a video series on YouTube. I'll show you how Google Dropshipping actually works, how to think in systems, and how to avoid the mistakes that cost me months in momentum. So each video will build on the last. So if you're patient and you're very serious about this is for you. If you can't afford to lose a few €100 learning, I would say it's not for you. But everything that I said sounds good. The rest of the series, it's going to be very valuable. All my content is going to be premium content. I will give you guys real value. I will give you guys real experience. And I'm going to also have a free Discord community where everyone can just network with each other. And I'll be there answering some questions, maybe doing a Q&A from time to time. We'll see. I'm building this out slowly, but I'm here to give you guys some free knowledge. Ciao, ciao.